Hi, it's Dr. Elisha Van Dusen with New Hope Chiropractic. Today I'm going to talk about some common questions people have about chiropractic. So the first one is that I get a lot is, does chiropractic work? How does chiropractic work? Well, it works because you're a self-healing organism controlled and regulated by your nerve system. Millions of instructions flow from the brain down to the spinal cord and out to every organ and tissue. Signals sent back to the brain confirm whether your body is working as it should. Improper motion or position of the moving bones of the spine can interfere with this exchange by irritating nearby nerves and the tissues they control, and then precise chiropractic adjustments are intended to improve the mind-body communication. And then health often returns with improved nerve system control of the body. Next, another question is chiropractic scientific? Chiropractic is a science, art, and philosophy. It's a scientific fact that your brain and nervous system control every cell, tissue, and organ in the body, and research confirms that interferences to the nervous system change the way the body functions. Nerve interferences are most common along the spine, and objective tests help locate these interferences, which we call subluxations, and then precise chiropractic adjustments are designed to help correct and reduce them. So basically, chiropractic is just pure anatomy based on scientific fact and anatomy. Another question I get a lot is, does chiropractic cure? How does chiropractic cure, and what does it cure? Well, chiropractic itself doesn't cure anything, nor is it a treatment for disease. If there's going to be any curing, your body will do it, not doctors, and certainly not drugs. The best doctors reduce the interferences that can be preventing your body from expressing its inborn healing capacity. And that's why chiropractors are interested in the nerve system. With a revived nerve supply, by removing the interference from the nervous system, your self-healing abilities are unleashed and can do their job, and the body can heal from the inside out. Another question is, do I have a slit disc? Well, separating each spinal bone is a special type of tissue called a disc, and it has a fibrous outer ring, and then it contains a jelly-like material inside. The soft center serves as a ball bearing for joint movement. Because of the way in which discs attach to the vertebrae above and below, it can actually slit. However, a disc can bulge, tear, herniate, get thin, and prolapse and dry out. And then that pressure and irritation on the nerve causes problems. Which leads me to another question that I get a lot. People ask, do I have a pinched nerve? Well, a pinched nerve is actually rare. It's more likely that the spinal bone will irritate, stretch, rub, or chafe a nearby nerve root. And these subluxations can distort the critical nerve messages sent from and to the brain, and that can produce unhealthy alterations in the ways affected organs and tissues are able to function because the nerve system is affected. Another question is, do you get subluxations? Well, subluxations are usually the result of physical, emotional, or chemical stresses. Physical stresses can include slips and falls, accidents, repetitive motions, or improper lifting. Emotional stress like grief, for example, anger or depression, can produce subluxations too. And then alcohol, drugs, or preservatives are common examples of chemical stress. How do you know if you have a subluxation? Well, you can have subluxations and not know it. Like the early stages of tooth decay or even cancer, subluxations can be there without obvious symptoms. The results of a thorough exam can reveal the location and severity of subluxations you may have. That's why we do an exam on all new patients. Next is, can children get subluxations? Well, absolutely. Learning to walk, riding a bike, or playing sports can cause subluxations that are often passed off as mere growing pains. Chiropractic care helps detect these spinal distortions and corrects them, provides a clear path toward proper development. And if they're ignored, these problems can get worse until they become more difficult to correct as an adult. That's why kids should get checked as soon as possible, so there's less time for the subluxations to create permanent damage to the spine and nerve system. Check us out at newhopechiropractic.com if you have any issues you'd like help with, or if it's just been a long time since you've gotten adjusted or checked, we'd love to help you out. So you can book an appointment right through our website, newhopechiropractic.com. Have a healthy day.